Peggy.
Thank you. I'm delighted we had this meeting this evening because actually this is the first transparency that I've experienced. It's certainly not demonstrated during the board meetings, particularly the last several, which is concentrated on two subjects. So my request is that I do hope in future meetings that you will incorporate a little bit more transparency, and transparency for most of us is dealing with our pocketbook. So if you could just give us some periodic updates, not the updates that we get in the weekly flyer, the tiles are going up. To me personally, that means nothing. I'd like to know where we stand with the money. Slavia, you indicated that you're projecting June of next year. It'll obviously be done. I'd like to know at this point, how much do you think it's going to cost for that to be done, and where are we going to get the money from? My real questions are, I'd like to know how much we have in arrears at this point, what is being done about bringing in that money, and the mall. As of November of last year, they owed us $300,000. Unless they've given us money, which has not been promoted or mentioned, by the end of this year, they owe us, what, about $688,000? What's being done about that? What, have you spoken to legal counsel about the possibility, maybe the vendors giving us the rent? At least we'll get something on it. And why are we still giving them free parking spaces?
Answer 5 questions there, Peggy.
I'll try to answer. I can't comment on arrears to full extent, but the situation is not very good. The total arrears between everybody is about, I would say, probably $900,000 right now. Between everybody, it's commercial and cannot discuss because some things are in litigation, so unfortunately cannot. But the situation is it's bad, and I don't see how it's going to get better. Because if you're faced, or we faced with 7% maintenance increase this year, 8% maintenance increase next year, 8% another year, it just puts more stress. Unfortunately, this is the hard reality because, yes, I'm against the 8% or 7% increase. But there is nothing I can do to stop spending. Basil is giving tremendous idea and everybody else. But we're not ready for this, Basil, because until we institute internal controls and learn how to spend money, what is the point to take good money and put after the bad money? I was against refinancing, not because it was a bad idea, because I knew that we are clueless when it comes to spending money. Because
So you're not really addressing the issue.
I am addressing your issue. Arrears are around $900,000 and they're being litigated. I do not, total. I will not separate one or another. I don't know to what extent my transparency I can tell you because it's right now being handled by our attorneys. So I do not know what extent of this particular issue commercial and attorney is working on this issue. That's as much as I can tell you. Unfortunately, this is a very unfortunate situation, and I don't see how the situation will improve